All aboard. It's CaliJack. And time for How Not to Game with CaliJack. And I'm killing a little time before we start the end game run on Max Chaos tomorrow in the afternoon or evening. Might be a couple episodes in the morning. Don't know yet. This is all dependent upon the leg. The leg is causing issues today. And we are looking specifically in my Salt Lake City at the Murray Square. Murray is one of the many towns in Salt Lake Valley that compose the greater Salt Lake Metro in the valley of Salt Lake. Now, the whole of this, what most people think of as Salt Lake, is actually the Wasatch Front, which is actually a combination of many cities across 4 counties. And we're just kind of looking things over right now, thinking about what I need to do to expand, how to expand, and what's going to be best to expand. I'm also trying to figure out how I want to route certain waterways that occur and that I need to start routing through the valley here. Top of that list is, of course, the Cottonwood Creeks. Big and Little, which I don't have put in here yet. Little kind of runs right down here, and then it climbs up onto the flat here and then meanders before turning for a good south run, and then considerably further down. But they do fall in just real close to each other into the Jordan River, which is only partially laid in here. I'm still in it. No, this dump does not really exist. I just needed it. And we're getting the fireworks show. I'll try to avoid that. Sorry, you may get the flashing lights. For a few moments, yeah. Want to be down at this end of the valley for a minute. And I'm checking my finances before I go too much further, because I need to know where we're sitting. We're still pretty cheap in this map, so it's tight. It's not got the cushion that the others do, so I can't go forward with too much more and still maintain my profitability. Many of these sound walls don't really exist. They've been put in by me for certain things. And what is light rail is actually still being shown as heavy rail at this time, still the DRG. W, the Denver, Rio Grande, and Western. And then this line over here would be the UP with their last connector lines down here before they diverged away from each other. I got a lot of bus traffic. I've got a lot of other traffic going on in the game. And it is just about time to start working up how this game's going to lay out. I am laying it out slightly differently than the actual city. starting my plan here. Don't really have one. I'm just kind of playing it by ear, seeing what's developing, what's not. Laying in some business along State Street. Dezoning a little bit of our industrial zones that are out here. And yes, there is this much of a jumble in this part of the valley. Even more so now. Is this actually perfectly where it sits? No. It's actually a tad bit further north on some of these items. Really, cottonwood should flow, sort of like little cottonwood should flow through here. But I'm not being as precise, just building it as I see it and where I would have rechannelized everything to. And we do have a strong residential demand, so I'm going to go ahead and start removing some of the farmland. And laying in a couple little parks and things just to take and keep it going. Yeah, thank you. I don't need the statue yet. Medium playground is a good one to put in there. Okay. Rewards, the statue, the mayor's statue. Where do I want to put it? I think right there's a good spot on this little roundabout I built over on Main Street. A lot of because of the elevation changes on this map compared to a lot of others. There's a lot of interface glitches on this. Sorry. It's not one of the newer ones where it's more capable of handling it. Still good old SimCity 4. My go-to game. Always has been. Probably always will be until I kick the bucket. Gonna drop a gazebo into that, and then we'll lay in some trees. Just some blue spruce. Yes, I have the fancier trees and such, and I may use some of them in spots. I've got the flower patches, and that's what I'm kind of adding in some spots too. And we're going to go for one of the ones that I really got a kick out of, the weeds. Why? Because I can have weeds. Some nice tall weeds. Good old vacant lot decorations. Doing our zoom out. Looking for another spot to add some more houses. Just slowly spending money. No big rush here. Couple of little businesses along the way. Come on back over towards State Street. Start finding some of them opportunity spots to add in a few little businesses. Look the map over. Find some more spots to set up some roads up into. We'll lay out our grid over here. Kind of an uneven grid because we're kind of just going to do some farmland up here. It's early in the game, especially for this one. Very early in the game for this map. There we go. Get our farmland in. Do one small road, kind of like this, across this, and lay some houses along it. Both sides. And then down here we'll do some more houses. To transfer the power up into that zone. Keep looking at the community for where, as I take things out, I can build things in. There we go. And we'll go looking for a couple of parks. And let's stick a tennis court right there. And then D-zone that farm acreage. It can no longer be reached. Same here. We're going to take out this farm acreage and that one and drop in residential, because residential generates money. There we go. Looks a lot better than what it could be. Checking finances. Got almost $1,600 there. A budget play. Now I can afford to do a little bit more work on the streams, which are buried way down. Yes, I got the castle walls in here. And yes, I will be using them because I think they're cool. I know they're not appropriate for the area, but hey. These open back up. Do a water flow like that. And like this. Kind of going to have to shift over this way. Get the transit bridge involved, as well as the T. Curl him that way and then that way. Then use the park bridge one in the middle here and separate it. And this is one of the Cottonwood Creeks, and it tends to do some things that are kind of unusual. It actually has a fairly large island in it, or two channels split and then reconverge downstream quite a ways. For big. And you know what? That's another good spot for that. We're going to make this a side shunt canal that's going to come through here. Something like that. something like this. Do a little squiggly section here. Yep, that's the way I wanted it. There we go. Looks cool. That's all I care about. I'm just not after anything other than what it's going to look like. I'm not after accuracy here, guys. This is what Salt Lake would look like if I had been in charge of platting it out. Just little things to give me some ideas as to, you know, what I'm saying the terrain looks like. We're not going to finish this up here now. Got the basics. That's all the further we need to go. We got our long run under the diagonal, which isn't really realistic, but got everything pretty much set up into what we want. Or what I want, I should say. And fix that one little glitch, and then there was another one up north, if I remember right. Somewhere up in here there was a glitch like that. Or did I already fix it? I must have fixed it already. You can see everything's coming in smoothly. And we're going to go ahead and save and exit the region and give you an overview again of the region. Step on into the Sugar House Parley's Park one, or Parley's Canyon one. Parley's Park being up in Park City. Looking at our nice little canyon running railroad. That only makes it part way. Just does not did not want to take and keep digging up the way I wanted it to. I guess it got too steep for it right there. Yeah, it ain't gonna go. I was really hoping to take and throw a railroad up that. Guess we could try to come over here and go up the ridge at this point. Yeah, it just gets too steep up here. Can't dive one up the canyons. They are too steep. And we're going to call it a video at that point. I'm going to go ahead and save and step back out to region. And these here are just little killer videos tonight. Just to take and let you know that, no, I haven't knocked off gaming entirely. I am just taking a short breather from Simutrans to play some SimCity. Yes, simulation games, if it's got sim in it, I'm probably going to try it once. The Sims, tried it once, wished I'd never spent the money on it. Yes, back in the day when you had to pay for it. The original one. Not a fan of it, not into micromanaging. Hey, have a better day than I'm having. Given the way my knee feels, most of you should.